Hi, friends. Today, I want to share what I've learned about being compelling on social media, regardless of if you're using Facebook or Instagram or some other platform. Being compelling and being engaging is really what you want to strive for. So, people are going to follow you and care about what you have to say when you are sharing your life. If you are just talking about products or ingredients, or you're posting cheesy graphics, people are going to so tune out. They might block you even. They might hide your posts. I mean, people in general do not want to see that because there's no emotional connection. If you look at your Facebook feed and you're just seeing, oh my gosh, graphics and ingredients and products, you look like an ad and no one wants to be sold to. So here is how to talk about your life, to be someone that people enjoy on social media and they enjoy following you and they're tuning in to see what you have to say. I would make it your goal to do one of three things, two of three things. If you can master all three, especially in one post, you are brilliant. So strive to be educational, inspirational, and entertaining. And the best way to do that is to share about your life. So many of us are CEOs of our own businesses. We're business owners, and social media is, how we communicate that. And you are the face of your business. So there's a few things. You have to be in alignment with what you are representing. If you are representing a health and happiness company and you're being negative and gossipy and controversial, or you are posting pictures of those McDonald's French fries that you're feeding your kids every day, or other junk food, that does not mean you can't be real. But if you're posting those things in any sort of frequency or regularity, not in alignment, and people are gonna, like, the little fraud detectors are gonna go off and be like, yeah, I don't want any part of that. So you need to be in alignment with that. I would post pictures of yourself as much as possible because people want to see you. They are drawn to you. So if you're gonna talk about your products, take a picture of you and your products. Don't take pictures of Google of your products and cheesy graphics and cheesy memes. And I know that it's so easy to do that. I did the same thing when I first started because I was clueless about how to be effective on social media. And I would just grab graphics, throw them on there. And people were like, used to talk about like stuff that mattered. And now I'm just seeing these ridiculous pictures of like Plexus. So don't do that. Instead, talk about how your life is changing because of these products. Like, what are you doing with that drink? Why would anyone want this drink? Oh, because I'm making better food choices. Oh, because I got off my duff and I took a walk. Or like, I'm not a mean mom monster with my kids in the afternoons. Like, my moods are balanced. Like, give people something they can relate to. Let them see how it is positively impacting your life, because people are looking for solutions to their own problems and they want to see how things are working in other people's lives. Having said that, really, Bob Heilig says 1 out of every 10 posts should be about your product or business. I like to keep it, 10 to 40%. And the other time, it's my life, like marriage, kids, hobbies, interests, whatever it is. And that is what people are drawn to, is my life. I will also say that is what most people are terrified about. They're terrified to share their life on social media. They're afraid to be vulnerable. They don't know what to say. They don't know how to tell a story. And they're just like, yeah, I post about products because it's easy. It's not emotional. And I'm like, yeah, it's not emotional. No one really cares about the ingredients in the products that you're posting on Facebook. That's like private message stuff later, right? So what do I say to people that have these challenges of, I'm intimidated and I'm overthinking, And the second challenge is this scarcity mindset. I have nothing to talk about, and just not being grateful or aware of everything around them that they could talk about. So a lot of people think that they have to tell this big grandiose story, this big emotional, traumatic or amazing or romantic, like big story to be compelling. And that's not the case. You can share those stories. Those stories often do get a lot of engagement and interest from your friends, of course. But do you know how many opportunities every single day you have to create a story? A story is simply a beginning, a middle, and an end. A challenge, how you overcame it, right? A choice you had to make, something you had to deal with. So it could be like, I went to McDonald's and I went there for my Big Mac or whatever, but instead I got a salad. Or gosh, my kids are driving me crazy. I was like at my limit and this is how I handled it. Or I wanted to sleep in this morning. I was so tired. But I said to myself, self, you're going to get out of bed. And I walked 2 miles and this is what I saw on my walk. You can tell stories about so many things, and people like to cheer you on. They like to see what decisions you're making. They like to see the positive changes you're making. They like to see how you overcame situations and how you dealt with it, and how you grew and how you learned. People like that stuff. So talk about these little stories that you encounter every single day. Okay. The second one was this scarcity mindset. Like I literally have nothing to say. No one wants to care, or no one cares about what I have to say. No one's going to pay attention. Nothing happens in my life. Wah, 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 right? I hear it all the time. This is the thing. You are a valuable, unique, gifted, fantastic person. You have a voice. Now, having said that, you do not have to be everybody's person. You don't have to attract everybody. You don't have to appeal to everybody. You are not everyone's person. Throw that out the window. You are sharing your life with your people, your tribe, your future friends, sometimes your future family, who knows? So take that pressure off, because it's not your job to appeal to everyone. We are not chameleons. Do not be a chameleon. People can smell, like I said, their fraud sniffer is strong. So you be you and talk about things that matter to you. So think about it. Like, what are my hobbies? What are my interests? What are my passions? What do I care about? What new things am I doing? What are some goals that I have for my life? And talk about those things. Talk about things that matter to you. Okay. And if you're still struggling with that, here's my suggestion. You need to get out a book and write down every morning things that you are grateful for, because life is happening and you may not be paying attention to it. Good things are happening. Beautiful things are happening out there if you would just be aware of them, right? I went on a walk this morning. I came home with like 30 pictures of the sunset or sunrise and clouds and flowers and ducks and some muskrat beaver thingy that I have not been able to identify. If you are practicing awareness and gratitude, your eyes will be opened to lots of beautiful, amazing things that you can talk about. Okay? And that doesn't mean that you only talk about positive, bubbly, happy things. You guys, it is perfectly okay to be vulnerable and share the hard things in our life. In fact, that's why sometimes I feel like God allows us to go through those things, because they're moments of learning, they're moments of growth. They are ways that we can truly connect with people that have experienced that same thing and say, I get it. Like, I truly get it. I've been there. And that is a gift. If you have gone through something traumatic or hard or whatever, and you come across someone that can say, I genuinely get it, it's like, oh my gosh, finally somebody gets it. And it's just a different and special connection. So I hope that helped you. Notice I didn't talk about algorithms or anything like that. That is for another day. But I want you to be you. I want you to share your stories. I want you to share how your products or opportunity are changing your life through work you're doing on yourself, your family, your community, your health, your bank account, what your goals, whatever it is. Talk about it. And if you're brand new and you don't have a health testimony yet, if you aren't making paychecks yet, talk about the things that you want to do. Talk about your hopes and dreams and share other people's stories, because stories are compelling. Stories are emotional. People make decisions just like that on an emotional level. Even the most analytical people, they have found, make decisions based on their initial emotions about something. And that's why, I mean, I'm digressing a bit, but when you watch commercials about Pepsi and cars and all these things, they're not going through the ingredients and the specs of the car and everything. They're showing people out living their life, connecting with their friends and family, having a good time at a barbecue. Whatever it is, it's connecting you on an emotional level. So try so hard. And it's a skill, and you'll get better at it. Try to be personal and emotional and relatable and you. That's what is going to make you successful in connecting with people through social media.